here we go. That's what we've made. Okay, so we made these ones first, and I found that little thing, 31. I'd like to know the significance. I'll have to look at that. Why 31 seems to be in a lot of Halloween stuff. Right, that's that side, and that's that, and then, oops. During the cards, we can stamp a little bit in there as well. Something scary later. Another one. And that's the back. Not sure what I'm going to put on there. Depends, you know, where it's going in the journal. And there's a pocket. A little book. And I have some dangles on there eventually. When I find something, I might make some. And a little pocket there. Top pocket. A tag or something in. Okay, yeah, so that is it. So again, all I want you to do is make something, whatever theme, it doesn't matter what it is, what theme it is, out of some of your envelopes that you get, you know, your bills in and things like that. So just completely change them. All right, because that's all that was. I mean, it might be 3 envelopes, something like that, 4 envelopes at the most. Those. Okay, and that's done. Oh, gosh, hands are terrible. Got to go and scrub up now. I'm going out. Wish me luck. And yeah, these look great over the page. All right. Okay, thank you very much for watching then, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Okay, it's junk in the trunk, and I thought I would show you. I think I'm going to, previous to this video, I'm going to show you the end result first. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, make it a bit more interesting so you can actually see what we're going to make. Okay, I have no idea what we're going to make yet, really. Well, a little idea. Okay, but I haven't done any work with any of these envelopes. Okay, I usually use ones that haven't got any writing on. These are the ones that come in the mail, so definitely junk. Okay, and I thought I'm going to cut them down. This one is going to be, I'm going to cut it about there, so we've got a pocket. You know, these sort of things have been around for a while, but I thought I would do some because I want to do some Halloween ones, right? Because I'm doing a Halloween journal, so you don't have to do Halloween. You can do it how you like, but mine are going to be Halloween. So yeah, I'm going to cut that there. And then with this bit here, that can be a flip over on the page. Yeah. So I'm just going to cut those down. And these have been coffee stained. Okay, or a bit of ink on there because I leave them over there and just sort of splat them around. But just pretend they're just coffee stained because they're going to be inside out anyway. Okay, well, I'll just mark that actually. So I just measure that bit there, so that's 3/4 of an inch, and then do the same here. So you get sort of 2 things out of 1 envelope, really. Like that. So that's now, that's going to go like that, and that's going to be a flip over the page. Okay, and I think, let's check that. Yeah, it's 5 inches, yeah. So that easily pocket on a page. That's that one. This one's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to cut it there, yeah, hold on. About 3/4 of an inch again, I think. Yeah. Okay, right, I'm going to cut that one off like that and do a smaller one on there. I'm going to get rid of that. And do the same there. Just this is just going to be like a little floaty skinny pocket. Oh, well, it would have been if I'd have seen it. Okay, a very skinny floaty pocket. We'll do something else with that one. Let's go to this one. Alright. I'm going to go back there, I think. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Let's take that national health off. So I'm just wondering whether to, that might be quite wide, that one. 5.5. Yeah. I think it will be better like that, which is 5.25. Still a little bit big, so I am going to take some off of that. Still a bit wide, this one. I want it about 5 really. There. Okay, perfect. And then I've got that bit there, so I might as well use all these. So I've got those. Okay, I've actually done the other two, but these are different. Like the other two are the same, so I have the same envelope, but if you've got different envelopes, then this is how you do it. Just do different things. Yeah, I'm thinking I might come down in a little bit on that one as well. What was that again? Sorry, I'm miles away today. Yeah, that should be fine. 5 inches. Yeah, so that's those two. And then we've got the skinny one here. Okay, that can be a flip over the page. I'm just going to level that off. A bit untidy, like that. Okay, don't worry about that, so cover all that. And the same with these. So we can turn them inside out. And then just level that bit off. And that one's okay, I think. Need to cut this one down, so okay, right. I quite fancy, because they're going over the page, I quite fancy something shaped here. Right, now if you haven't got anything shaped, the best thing to do is to either get an envelope that you've got shaped, to draw around and copy it as a template. Okay, I've got dies that will cut that shape, what I want, but I will find something that we can cut around just to show you what to do. Okay, I didn't actually have any cut out, so I've just gone ahead and cut this out of, but this is thin paper. You don't want it on thin paper because it won't last very long as a template. So just get a piece of card. Okay, and centralize that. I do it by eye. Okay, and just draw around it. And then we save it as a template. And if you've got some nice tags or some nice shape tags, draw around it. And use it as a nice little template. Like that. that straight in there and then cut that out. Try and get it as smooth as you can, or else when you copy and have little jagged edges, and then there we go. Now we have quite a nice little template that we can draw around on anything. Okay, so just find the middle of each thing that you're going to do. All right, those you fold in half, nick it, and then pencil line, and the same here. Okay, just folded it in half because this is only a template, and then I'll draw the line down. Okay, simple as. And then this is going to go, this is going to be one to flip over the page. All right, but I'm actually going to back this with another one. Okay, so which is that one there. I'm going to lose some of that, so I actually quite like that. And we put them back to back. Okay, and then we cut. Okay, I mean you could glue them all down first actually, but I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to show you how to use the template. Right, and then just fold it in half, like so. Yeah, you need them a little bit thicker, so there. And then mark that. Put it that way. So we know that. We want it about there. It's not going to be equal. You can make it equal though. Okay. Just cut all of them all together, and then it's better that way. Okay. Don't worry about that because we can cover that as well. I'm just making sure it looks sort of okay, really. Just a little bit of a peak I have. So I'll just come in a little bit. Okay, because I think that'll look nice with a hole here and perhaps a dangle. Something like that. Okay. Again, this is going to be a flippy over the page, so glue those back to back. Okay, if you're not stitching, I'm going to stitch mine. Okay, as you know, I like to use my sewing machine, but if you're not, then just glue it down, which I am going to glue it properly down, so just to show you it is okay without, you don't need a sewing machine. What I'm going to do, because this will be too soft to put an eyelet in, so I'm just going to reinforce that with a little bit of Tyvek there, only because it's lying around, not for any reason. Right, so I shall cut that round. To most probably cover it anyway. It's missing a bit of the envelope, but that's all right. You just patch up. course, it's hard to beat the last junk in the trunk, really, because, oh my gosh, everybody loved it. And I'm thinking, oh no, what can I do now? I mean, there's loads of things I can do, you know. I mean, a lot of them have all been done before. Nothing really new. It's just your interpretation of everything, you know. It's how you do it that can make it a little bit different. Okay, so I went ahead and cut the other one. All right, so these are going to be things to go over the page. Right, I've got my inks, like usual. Okay, the other thing I'm going to use today is, I don't know if any of you got loads, but I had a lot of computer ink. Right, now this one was supposed to be, I think I've mixed the purple, okay, with this one, because it was in my purple pot that I saved. So it must have been on the red side, and I must have added something, and it's a lovely purple, but it's in my printer ink. That's printer ink. That was like yellow. It's gone a bit green because I put it in that pot that had a bit of green on it. It's sort of like a yellowy green. Great. I've got this dilution spray, but again, that is watered down a lot. I have a feeling I've put that in with red, okay, because I've got a beautiful purple. I've actually dyed some lace with it. Look at that. Okay, because I had a lot of it. I had a great big tub of it. Because what I do, when I change my printer, I had a lot of ink that I'd, you know, obviously purchased. So I put them in pots, and I do mix them and dye things with them. All right. But I also got all my distress inks. All right. I've got Wilted Violet. These are the ones I've got. I mean, I've got a lot of purples now because I've got my supplies up on these. Because as you know, I went to the show and I got stocked up. Oh, I got a bit of marmalade. So I love that one. And carved pumpkin. I've got fossilized amber. I've got a bit of wild honey. I've got all sorts. Twisted citron. Shabby shutters. I've got a lot now. Well, this is not all of them, but this is the colours that I'm going to use. But I thought, considering it junk in the trunk, I'll see how much I can do with printer ink. Okay, and so all I've done, it was the red one, and I've added some purple from one of these in with it, and I've made a big job lot of it, and I'll show you. Which is, I've got them all in jars. Okay, so that's what I do with my ink. And this one is the yellow, and I've even got the sponges in there, like, that come out of the inks, you know, printer inks. So loads in there. That goes a long way, and brilliant for spraying and everything. But I haven't got any empty spray bottles at the moment. I think I've, you know, because they don't last long, do they? The cheap ones. So look, it does get everywhere. That's the only thing. So, oh, I've got this sort of orangey colour. I have no idea where that come from, but I must have mixed that up at some point. I have a feeling the spray's not working. No, because I haven't got any distress sprays or oxide sprays yet, so I'm making do, yeah. I'm going to start just doing a bit of this. I'm going to gesso them though, which I should have done first, but I'll do this and then I will gesso them and then spray again. Okay, so I actually quite like what's going on. There's actually a bit of alcohol I put in with this one, to be honest, because I can smell it. Okay, like that. And I'm just going to use a bit of gesso now while it's still damp, because you can do that. I'll use a credit card. Now you're all getting used to the gesso. This one's going thick because it's right at the bottom. That's quite nice actually. And that these are going to be quite textured as well. The inside not so much, but the outside, yes. I'm going to do something Halloweenish. Okay, and I'll do the other side and dry them off and then come back to you. Okay, and while I'm waiting for something to dry, just got a A3 piece of paper. Or A2, I can't remember. Sorry. Double the size of A4 anyway. And I'm going to gesso this as well, okay, because I'm going to be using this in my journal, okay, and I just thought, well, I'm here and I'm waiting for things to dry. This is the sort of thing that I will do. Okay, it could be any scrap bit of paper really, but I've just got a plain piece of white card for now, and quite random because I sort of like it when you get, if it was all totally gessoed, then your result can be quite the same, if you know what I mean. But this way, if it's all sort of quite random, you'll get darker bits, lighter bits, and that sort of thing going on. So I'm just prepping a piece of card to work with later on for tags and stuff. Okay, which you will be seeing in my journal. So it's not coffee stained, nothing. Okay, and I'll leave that to dry. My other stuff should be dry in a minute as well. Yeah, so I went ahead and gessoed everything that I had, because I had 4 envelopes. You know, you've only got 2 perhaps. Okay, just that I went ahead and done everything. These have all been gessoed, and I just feel, yeah, not too bad. I prefer it a little bit drier if I can, but I think they're looking good already. Just with that bit of purple on. I do want some orange. Okay. So I'm going to just literally do this. I might have a bit there, something like that. Okay, and this is a nice vibrant purple, so I'm going to do this. Okay, and spritz with water. Just being a bit careful, because purple and orange can sometimes make a muddy colour, but these are pretty good. Right, yeah, it's not totally, yeah, you see here where that's mixed there, you've got to be careful of that. Okay. Great for the first layer. Alright, so I'm going to get that dry and I will be back. Okay, they're all dry. So now I'm going to use a Distress Oxide on the top of these 2 colours. Wilted Violet and Carved Pumpkin. Okay, so we shall see what happens. And I'm going to sponge this on now. Okay, because I want a bit more depth in certain places. So I'm going to do this, but I'm still going to add spritz water. So I'm just going to go down there. Wherever the purple is, I'm going to do it in that area. Like that. And maybe a little bit down here. Again, this is only a background, so and the same with this one. Put a bit there, I think. Like that. And then a bit of the carved pumpkin. Yeah, definitely playtime. It's just such bright colours, aren't they? But like I say, you don't have to, you know, use these colours. This is because I'm doing Halloween. All right, it still works with anything you want to do. It's just a matter of having fun. Right, spritz we go. Just letting that do its thing. Just gently. I love the way this has come through where the gesso hasn't gone in. Look, and then you've got sort of light, dark. That's great. Okay, right, now I need my other dryer because I don't want to blow that around. Okay, and give that a good dry. We're going to overstamp it and do things like that on it as well. All good fun. Okay, they're all nice and dry, and I got that one off my sister, so I'm not sure where those come from, but they're in these. But it looks like they're the ones that you get free off magazines in this country. Yes, and all come from China. So I'm going to use this one. Okay. Yeah. I need a bit of sponge though, because it is a little bit too. Oops, I might have knocked too flat those ones. These ones are okay with a sponge. You don't need sponge on them because they're a bit springy anyway, but these aren't. So I'm going to overstamp with Archival Ink Black. Okay, because we need a bit of sinister bits going on now. Yeah. Watch that bit. It's only a CD case, this one, so. Yes, I'm going to put this on a block actually, because it's springing away. A bit easier to ink up. I'll turn that around. Started as a nice background. And let's do the other one. If I could find it. Okay, who stole it? I got it. Told you I have gremlins in here. Right, I fancy some of this netting stuff. Okay, let's put that way. Oh, it's getting a bit warm in here. I've got the heater on because I'm drying my papers, and I don't really need this sweatshirt on now. And I just thought some of that would be nice here and there. Again, quite random. And carry on up, you don't need to turn that one round. Okay, it's another layer. Okay, and that's that for now, because we're gonna add some dimension and things to it, because again, that's the background. That'll be, you know, where you can journal on. Okay, where I'll put some lined paper inside there before I stitch around it, but again, you don't need to stitch around it. And then we'll add some things, and I think a grommet the bottom here, and then you can hang a charm, and I think that look nice over a page. Okay, right, so that's just 2 Halloween stamps, but again, if you're not doing Halloween and you've got to cut the stamps, you do that. All right, if you haven't got any stamps, well, you know, you might have a few embellishments. Just do the, I'm just thinking, if you haven't got stamps, then just do your background and then add your embellishments on the top, you know, make it pop out that way. Right, but again, this is only all my background, and I do have background stamps and things because I do, you know, as you know, I like my mixed media, so I do have things like that. But I think they're looking good. You know, they need a bit of depth around the outside, but I'm liking those, and they want to dry a bit as well because they're feeling a bit spongy at the moment. They'll dry, and they're drying really nicely. But while I'm here, I'm going to add some of this to my background. Maybe spritz a bit of colour on that, because this is going to be cut up for tags. Like that. Let's do a bit of spiders. I love doing random things like this because you never know what you're going to get. You might even make some the coin ATCs with them. Okay, shall we spritz a bit then? Now we've got this purple here. Oh, a bit of orange. We need a bit more orange, don't we? Definitely. Oh, I got some on me. Let's add some orange in there. Oh, gone yellow now, but that's all right. And this is, well, this is really watered down, so don't like that. This was better when I made myself. And that's reacting well, so. Oh yeah, it's got alcohol in it. See, I most probably wouldn't have used that like that, would I? If it worked. I bet you think, oh, what is she doing? Wow, good question. I'll dry that off and I'll carry on putting stuff over the top. You wait and see what I make with it. Okay, and while I'm here, I'm going to add a bit of this one. That was that sort of greeny colour that I've mixed up with computer ink. It was the yellow with a little bit green, so I'm going to add a bit of that. Let's join that up. Yeah. Always looks a mess until you cut them up. And I love what happens. Look at the way it's really going good there. teach you to have a little play. Make something from it. Hopefully. If you don't see it in a later video, you know it went terribly wrong. Right, so that's all nice and dry. As you see, I added a little bit of yellowy green as well. I thought I was going to just go and randomly cut them up now into tags. I must probably leave a little bit for some ATCs, I think, or ATC coins anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to go and do that, and then we'll work with them later on. Okay, they were cut 6 by 3, and then I got left with a bit like this, but I actually needed, because I could only get 4 out of the bit I had left, ATCs or coins, so I cut one of the skinny ones up of this that I got left. Alright, so I've done 6 ATC coins and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tags. So that ain't bad, just out of that piece of card. And I had a few little bits left over which I cut out and put in my book, so I could, you know, say Halloween 2019 and what colours I used. Okay, well that's a good base for some tags for later on, but they are going away for now because this is the video that's not about that. But like I say, that could have been packaging, it could have been anything, but I actually just grabbed a piece of card. So anyway, back to these. So I'm going to definitely have grommets in here, but I won't put them in until I've sorted out here, because I want some line paper in there. And I might even have, you know, a little tuck spot or something to put a tag in, because I'm thinking when that's over the page, that's going to look quite nice. Depends what I've got to decorate it with yet, but I'm just going to get some lined paper and put that in, and then we'll go from there. Okay, right, I'm just going to ink up around the outside. Oh, yeah, wilted violet, I think. That's that one there. And then stick some lined paper on. Let's do the middle bit there. It's quite a nice colour, isn't it? Okay. I might go over it a little bit with that once that's stuck on. So just trim some line paper down, and I'll do the straight edge at the top there, and then come down like that, and just need a bit more there, and put it on like that. Again, this is all previously coffee stained. It's either exercise books, coffee stained and cut up. I've actually got some notelets, you know, like this, that's from somewhere, you know, a pad or something like that that you can pick up fairly cheap. But then there's exercise books, so I tore everything with a ruler, so, you know, so it's all jagged. Okay, they've all been stitched around. So I'm gonna make a hole and put a grommet in both of those. Okay, actually I've only got one of them here. I think need to get another one a minute. Oh, seems to have disappeared as usual. Okay, let's have a look. Do we want the grommet on both sides? That'll be 4, won't it? Yeah. But I'll do something else on the other one, the other side. But do that. Centralise it. Okay, I did get 4. I'll just show you one anyway, and then do the other 3 after. Always go to put it in there. Okay. That's that. Okay, and then go ahead and do the other 3. Okay, that's all done. Right, I thought a bit of lace, and I've got these cheap old foam things, and I just thought, do you know what, that just a bit of scrag end of lace, and I'm going to do that sort of thing, and that one will go that way, even though they'll be in different places in the book, but that's all I'm going to do. It's quite easy, really, quite simple, and I think that's enough because there's quite a lot going on, you know, around here. So let's, and then we'll put a little dangle on. So just a bit of lace that I stained with the, what did I stain that with? Oh, that. Sorry. I used that spray on that, and I also had some yellow from my computer ink. Yeah, I just done a load up. It's a little bit patchy, but do you know what? It's great. It's fine. It adds to it all. So again, this is only, you know, scrag ends of everything. So I think I'll go down the middle of that one. On the other side, I might do a little tuck spot, I think. On the front, just decoration. Which, again, could be any theme. These are sticky backed, but I'm still going to put glue on. These are the cheap kid things that you can pick up. Actually, do you know what? In the UK, there was hardly anything around. Luckily, I had that stuff from my sister because, do you know what? The foam stickers I got from Hobbycraft. I mean, I didn't know I was going to do one, or else I'd most probably ordered something, you know, from somewhere else. But I just thought, oh, I'll go and have a look, you know, for inspiration and things. And do you know what? It was absolutely rubbish. I would have liked some little spider dangles to come down here, and maybe a big spider on here. But I'm going to use those because I think they look cool. So, and I haven't got any spiders, but I have got one of my little dangles that I've made, which I've got a video on that. So I shall link that below. Yes, I think the actual sorry, excuse me, my voice is still a little bit funny. Theme of this junk in the trunk is going to be for you to do is anything out of a correspondence envelope, you know, so it's very open. It's just that I'm doing Halloween because I'm doing a Halloween journal. Yay! Can't believe I'm doing it. And you know, anything you want, but it has to be a used one. The ones you get out of the mail. There we go. And we'll put a little dangle on. Oh, I need me doobries. If I can get them out. It's stuck in there. There we go. You've got to watch everything because it cascades, doesn't it? Right. So I've got these little things, which, like, I've got a whole video on that. And I didn't want them too dimensional because, again, you know, being in the journal. So I dangled that one from there. Hopefully the ring I've got is big enough. If not, I'll tie it with a bit of string or something. And then on the other side, I won't put anything on there for now because I'll wait and see when it's in the journal to what I want to dangle from there. But I will show you these one. I've got 2 of those. Oh, I don't like those ones. Let's have a look, see what I've got. Oh, some of these, sorry, these are my old ones. Well, that'll be alright. They'll be okay. They don't open and shut. These are great. These ones, bent nose ones. I've got a whole new set of them, but they're upstairs. Let's have a look. Hopefully this is big enough. If not, I will. No. Oh, let's have a look. Not quite. Oh, I don't know. I think we'll just be all right. And just close that up. There we go. Okay. See that? All right. Oh, that's right. Is that around that one? That's it. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Right, I'll just go ahead and do the other one. Here we go. So that's that side done. Okay, so turn over and we'll create a pocket, I think, on this side. Okay, and that's just some packing paper here that's been, you know, it's adding cons, the wrong colour, but the lace will cover it. And there's a bit more, so I've already pre-cut them because I have. Just to save a bit of time, really, because I want to do the other bits of the envelopes up as well. So I'll just cut those off. Just a bit of packing paper, and we could stitch around that if we wanted. But I'm not going to, and then I always trim down after if I need be, or I leave it. It doesn't matter. All adds to the authenticity of everything, or originality. So I'm just going to actually just come in a little bit and then do the 3 sides. Create a little pocket there. Okay, let's have a look. Just a lovely bit of scraggy lace here. Let's put that over. I think I can chuck that bit away. Right, let's have a look. We've got to find, oh, I've got a cough in here. It might be a bit big, so I don't know what I've got in here. Oh, let's have a look. Quite like that one. Mind you, they're quite, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, just a bit two-dimensional there. That's better. Let's have a look. Just wondering if we can. Yep. It's perfect. And we have, it's not two-dimensional, you see, because they were about 3 layers, which I don't need that on these. A little bit to pick off yet. I can do that once it's stuck down. I think I'll have it shaped there. Okay, let's get a wet wipe because it's very shiny, this one, so you should be able to just clean that up nicely. where the sticky bits have been. That's making use of those ones. Alright, let's have a look. So we've got another one here. So we'll do away with that, I think. Let's see if we can peel this off. One might not like it here. Might not be able to see that. I'm just going to give that a bit of a clean off. I mean, don't do this if it's not shiny. Okay. I'm just going to give it a bit of elbow grease and then I'll come back. Alright, because I actually really like them. Here we go, that's worked. Alright, got all that off, and while I was looking at them I noticed this one was upside down. Okay, so I've just turned it around quickly because the pocket was correct, but this wasn't. So typical, isn't it? Sunday morning. Perhaps I should still be in bed, and then I've got that left. All right. I mean, if you wanted it a bit more dimensional, then use it, but I didn't because my journals, as you know, get a bit thick. Well, I think that looks great. I'm just having a look at the page. I haven't got any of my other papers in here yet, but just to show you, that's going to go either way, it doesn't matter. And then we'll go over a page like that. Got a little dangle. Okay, that'll be the other side. It's in there like that. Okay, not sure what I'm going to dangle there. It might be just a bit of netting or something like that on that bit. That's great. Could add some gems if you wanted a bit of sparkle anywhere. But I think that looks actually really good. Okay. There's my ghost. I've got to keep that ghost. Right, so that's that. So I put them all together when I've done, because we've got the other bits and pieces to do now. So some little pockets and different things out of the envelopes, just to give you some more inspiration maybe. I mean, we can do a little fold out or anything really, but I've already cut these up because I think they look interesting. I mean, this one I think I've near enough made a hole in it, but I will repair that because I actually like that little pocket. Okay, and what else we got? Yeah, that could be a little notelet thing. Again, all out of envelopes that we throw away. Okay, and these I'm only going to do, I'll do one of these, okay, because I've got 4 envelopes here, so I'll do one of those. That was that left over from one of them, so maybe do that. Was that one of those? That's that one. That's the one that went wrong, so I will do something with that to show you. I cut it too short, didn't I? So we'll do those 3 things.